This is how we ride, this is how we do. Riding mud, sliding up higher in the groove. Don't give a damn.
92.5 KTWB allergy season.
That's a good motor.
What do you mean the good motor? This is the special motor?
Yeah, just the one with the good brand new heads on it.
What happened to the motor in there?
When we had that water issue,
Yeah.
it got hot. It loosened the bolts because it got hot, and now we got a head gasket leaking because it got hot. Not bad, it's just had a little bit of water in one of the cylinders, and I did a leak down on it, and sure enough, the head. So we got to get it apart. Got to overnight a head gasket in here. Got to get the head over to the machine shop, see if it's straight, and get it all back together for the weekend.
And if it's not straight,
They got to plane it.
so this is the baby motor compared. That's the big motor over there. You say?
Oh no, it's not a baby motor. It's a good motor. It's just not as good as the new stuff. This is probably 2012, 14 technology.
And then what's that over there? Like a Don I or something, or?
No, it's just I put it together so got the latest heads and pistons and cam from One Way Technologies. It's the latest Outlaw heads. It's an All Pro 280, comparable to an All Pro 280 3-5.
And so, how much does it cost to have that motor over there?
So we bought all the parts, and we probably got 25 to 30 in it. Those guys spend a lot of time, and they're professionals. I'm not a professional, but I can't afford that, so I do it myself. We'll see. When we get it, we had problems with the rockers, and we got brand new rockers that I had to send back to T&D on it, and they're coming, and we're going to dyno it, and we'll see where we're at. Then I'll let you know.
What's the number supposed to be on that thing over there?
Oh, I hope it's in the 930, hopefully 930-ish.
So that's one you'll have to change the stacks and nozzles on after qualifying, though, huh?
I have no idea until we fuel it and get it dynoed from Winkler.
Seems like you and Engler have a relationship. I see Engler on everything you got, it seems.
He's helped us a lot with our fueling.
So you're in somewhat of a hurry to do this, huh?
Yeah, because we got to get something flown in overnight. I got to get it apart and see what I can get for a head gasket so they can get it coming. Then and I want to get it over to the machine shop so they can check out if the head's warped or not.
So what's actually happening here? It looks like you're going through the spark plug to add air.
Yeah, to keep the valve up, for the valve don't fall down in while I take the spring off. I'm going to put a little O-ring on there to keep it up while I don't have a spring on it to hold it up. Otherwise the valve will drop down in. To get at this nut, and nuts in between the springs, you can't get at it unless you take the springs off.
And then what would you be looking for to see as far as damage?
Well, it's a head gasket. Just how bad did it take some material out of the block? Did it take material out of the head, or is it just the gasket? If it took material out of the block, that means the whole thing's got to come apart and redo.
And that means no Husets this week.
That means not for the next few weeks till we get either rockers or. But we'll see. Hopefully, it ain't the blocks okay.
This is basically what an engine shop would pay some guy $20 an hour to do.
Yeah, but then again, they're professional. I'm not.
Well, no professional is ever professional. They all learned.
That's true.
What was the power on this one?
Oh, that's a 870.
It says Gertie on there?
Yeah, these old heads were originally built by Gertie. This motor.
That used to be the staple.
Yeah, it was a good motor.
286-2.
Yep.
Everybody sees how pretty it is over there, right? This is the work side, though. Working isn't clean; it's dirty. It's kind of like these hands we're looking at right here. That's where work gets done. Work isn't clean. It's out there with their clean shops. They don't do none of this work. They send it off to somebody else to get it done.
Yep. Pay somebody to do it.
Right. This is what the working class looks like, a little dirty. Oh, moment of truth.
Here's the spot. We always get hot. See where it got hot?
Yeah,
In between here.
right there.
But it doesn't look like it washed it, and it maybe just needs it. Hallelujah.
So it got hot right there.
Yeah, see, it took the gasket right there. But it didn't. Oh, yeah, because that's steel. It's not aluminum. Because of the sleeves.
So this is basically, you could still race this weekend signs.
If we can get the parts, I gotta take this machine shop though to make sure it ain't warped. Let him look it over.
All right, so both are off now, but both are good, or just one?
What's that?
Heads.
No, you got them both done. Overnighted new gaskets in. So the gaskets had the machine shop clean the heads. They were amazingly, I dropped them off this morning and they were done by this afternoon.
So a little bit over a day and a half, 2 days.
Yeah.
A little over 2 days from taking apart to putting together.
Taking apart, getting the heads machined, overnighting the gaskets in. We could race this some bitch tomorrow night.
All right.
Over there, which I couldn't believe he was done with it. And then, so now we're going to go to 65, which will be the final torque on these four because they're a smaller bolt. Then we'll take these on up to 80. See, that one got loose because I tightened the rest of them.
Is that
The final torque makes me nervous because it's so much on them.
the 80?
Yeah.
Have you ever broke one off?
No, but I stripped one out and pulled the threads out of the block.
That's bad.
That's bad.
Wonder how many motor shops have done that and just fixed it and never told the customer.
Well, you can fix them, you can helical them, but it's just, you don't like to do that because then you gotta tear the thing all the way apart. If I wasn't a dumbass, I'd have the other head and we could do that. One on.
Are you gonna put the rockers on and everything, or no?
No, I gotta wait until I get the other head on because you gotta turn them over and do both sides off and on, like 1, 8, 4, 3, 6, 5. So I do them in order. So I'll put the other head on when I get back from work.
got your twist and torque readings, and that tells you how far it's twisting, and then this number gives you how strong it is. And then once you get to the numbers and everything, so like according to that number, there's a 975 bar, and then when you release it, if it's above 1.5 inches, then it's got good rebound. So
I don't think there's too many people got one of these, except maybe like bar shops.
yeah, and I don't know how many people run used bars, but I've never had an issue as long as I check them and they check out fine. I've never had a problem. You know, they run them X amount of nights,
And
throw
take
them
their
away,
bag,
buy
right.
new ones, which they might lose spring. But then, like, say you have
If
like
you-
1,000 bar and you test it on here, well, now it's just a 9.7 bar. It just lost some of its spring, yeah, but you can still run it as a 9.75 bar instead of 1,000, as long as you know what the number is. So
Right.
yeah, it weakened from a new one, but you can still use it as long as you mark it, you can still use it according to the machine.
Right. Just another way to not.
Not have to buy bars all the time. So like this actually is 1,000 bar. Says 1,000, and now it's actually a 975. So I'll run it as a 975 bar because it's still got good spring back. It's not like it doesn't have its spring.
Right.
Ready?
Yep. Could go down a little bit, maybe. We'll see how it